Oh, the loads that we had in 77, 8, and 9 were not quite up to snuff, and what we're shooting today is a whole lot different. I mean, it's just like the changing in automobiles in the last 10 years. Watch it, we got birds. You're seeing living proof that steel shot will kill ducks.
You know, there were a lot of changes we had to make when we started using the steel shot. And the only way to really learn to live with steel and enjoy it is to learn how to shoot it.
Now these are steel, and notice how they just continue to roll around even after you let the plates sit.
And this gives a totally different ballistic quality to these shots, isn't that right, John?
That's right, because these are completely spherical. They're going to travel more regularly through the air, and these flat spots on lead tend to make different pellets act differently in the air. It would start to disperse.
And it would disperse because of the irregularities of pellets that would have flyers out. Now that's what people were knocking birds down with.
In steel, it's a much tighter, more compact shot strength. Well, in utilizing steel shot, then we have to compensate for the tighter pattern by getting the shot, allowing the shot to disperse. But we have to start allowing it to expand inside the barrel as much as we can. And by opening up the choke of the gun, Dick, it's going to do exactly that. Probably the best advice anybody can get as far as choking and using steel shot is that if they were used to using a full choke gun, the least they should do is open up their guns one choke. Steel shot will be traveling a lot faster, Dick, as you know, and once it leaves the barrel of the gun, but because it is not as dense as lead, it will start to slow up faster. It does not have the inertia. And out 30 yards or so, between 30 and 40 yards, it starts to slow up dramatically.
Yeah, I think the good shot is going to pick up the steel and just keep it right on trucking. It's not going to make that much difference. But for the fellow that does methodically take a lead, as a lot of people are taught, and it is a good method, he is going to have to change some habits. Inside of 40 yards, he's going to have to cut the lead. And outside of 40 yards, he's going to have to really govern himself and just not take those shots. They're going to have to become more accurate. I knew immediately when that bird fell that he was a cripple and not a dead bird because I wasn't on him. And once you learn how to shoot it, you're going to have the same kills, if not better, than you used to have with lead, and you're going to have less crippling.
What you're saying, it's the hunter and not the shells. Yeah. That is a very, very important thing. He needs to practice, he needs to know what he's doing, and he needs to know what he's using, and he needs to know it thoroughly. Right now, steel shot is the best available substitute for lead. There are dramatic improvements that can be made, there's no doubt about it, but they have made dramatic improvements in the last 7 years.
Once people, the hunters, accept the fact that we need a non-toxic shot, steel will be the standard, and all this is going to fade away.